crystal children, the indigo's through now, the crystals are coming in. They know that they can morph anything. It's just reminding them before they're made to forget, to remember that they can be and do anywhere. And it's always those advanced souls that morph and lead those people. It's going to show an aquatic people there that gets a soul who was already high, that goes back to them and leads them into a higher consciousness. Look at the thing now. They have the men who stare at goats. They said it was a dark comedy. Was nothing comedic about that. I happen to have the original film on that one, which is called Spasnox. Spasnox stands for Special Forces. It's a branch of the KGB in Russia, which have morphed these individuals to stare at you and kill you with your eyesight. That came because of years of study. People don't understand that. You're looking at the movie now. What is this other thing? Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. Well, that kind of hurt me because I bought my own Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind almost 18 years ago, when Spielberg and Lucas came out with Close Encounters of the Third Kind, because I had a close encounter. This is what changed a lot of my life. My encounter was nothing horrible about it. In fact, it gave me a privilege to know that there were men in suits of skin called Negroid, or black, that could do things I couldn't do, and I wasn't being taught that in school. So that let me see that people could bend time, that people could see into the future, that people could read minds. Nobody was teaching me to do it, but it helped to awaken me. So when you see Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind, that's another one. Here's 2012. If you look at that movie and you hold those thoughts, you'll bring about disastrous results. Every matter on Earth, from volcanoes and water and land and everything, just all went berserk. That's not a thing to hold in mind, and that's not going to happen that way. But if enough people see it, and enough people are resolute that this is the way it's out, and they hold it in their consciousness, they'll be bringing it in, because whatever you love or whatever you hate, you think about, and therefore you bring it to you. I say again, these movies are doing both good and bad, depending on the consciousness of the people who view it and the intelligence of the people to interpret it.
Right. Well, what I meant when I said that they were ridiculous, I think it's because I'm adept to see the messages and the things that they're trying to tell the people. And to me, I guess because I can see, that to me it's just so wide open with what they're doing. I have to remember that the average person doesn't have the ability to have that kind of sight. So I see it now, and it's just like, wow, they're really going hard now. It's almost, but then they've probably been going hard for the longest. It's just that I'm aware of a lot of things now than I was before. I have a second question for you. Somebody asks about the Jeddah Torah or the evil eye. Can you explain that? What is that?
What is the evil eye?
Yeah, they said the Jeddah Torah or evil eye.
The Jeddah Torah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Jeddah Torah is. I do know before that we already are, but that's the way I understand it. If that be the case, then I can tie it in with Brother Sevan's statement and seemingly whatever came from the chat room, and that is just simply this. We have chakras. Chakras are the original bodies for the soul, but because of the density of our planet, the gravity of our planet, and the low vibration of our planet, we have to get exoskeletons and endoskeletons to support those chakras. So instead of being physical beings, which we're not, the soul beings can now live within the physical. The merkabah is the alignment of these wheels of life, these energy centers, the things that brought us to this planet and help us sustain under a sun. Once they set up an energy field, it's been called the merkabah. Breaking that down, mer means travel or water or waves. Ka and ba is spirit and soul. So it's a way for the spirit and soul to travel in matter or waves away from wherever they want to another point. Wherever you can project that point, if it's in the evil eye and whatever area you control, a person within that area can be subject to your control. That would be called the evil eye. But in the merkabah, that's just the highest vehicle of the highest type souls to travel, because they don't use spaceships, whether it be gravity or propulsion or jet fuel or anything else. They use the merkabah, the spirit mind control of the waves of energy from the universal prime creator. So that's the best I can say for that.
Okay, the third question is the reptilian draconian is the reptilian or draconian a genetic anomaly?
So do that again, please.
They said, is this a reptilian draconian genetic anomaly?
A reptilian zirconian, means zircon, the mineral?
No, reptilian or draconian.
Or draconian. Is it
yes.
a reptilian or draconian what?
Genetic anomaly.
Genetic anomaly. Well, a genetic anomaly, well, we're getting down to genes now. We're getting down to, therefore, DNA and the helixes within it. Is this well, I don't know if you're going to call the planet a genetic anomaly set up by reptilians. No, because they didn't make this planet. But controlling the planet and trying to make it into a very low vibrational, it would be an anomaly because it's not what the Creator wanted. Therefore, anything that is not what the Creator wanted is an anomaly and will not last long. In that sense, I guess you could say, yes, and the word impossible should be figuratively.
Goddess Isis asked the question. She says, being that we are all energy and interconnected,
is nothing but a dream illusion anyway. And the more we can understand that life itself is an illusion. You know, I started off by bringing that out, that matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration. Once we understand that, there is no such thing as the impossible. But the impossible can become probable when we begin to admit in the universe that we're in now, rather than understand that we are completely universal, that we're not limited, but we do limit ourselves. Combined mind can do anything. This is what I'm telling people all the time. Get into concentrated thought. We can't hold a thought for hardly a moment, and if we do, we're influenced by something else. When you start getting groups of people concentrating on one thought, you have power, because that's all we are, a concentration of one thought from the Universal Prime Creator.
Okay, her second question was, she says, do you subscribe to everything is mind and nothing gets past the mind, which is thought energy, and evil/hell, good/heaven is mindset? Before we act on anything we do, it was a thought first.
Oh, I believe in that totally. That's what I try to say in my way, and I love the way she said it.
Okay. Another person asked, is it safe to interact with orbs?
You the kind of energy that's within it, or the energy potential of it again. So I would simply say, if these are orbs, by my definition, then orbs are everywhere, and there's a world called a gulf where the orbs come from, and orbs can begin to change their energy units, but they cannot cease to exist.